I made a video about my controversial opinions on K-pop a while ago, but I feel like I laid back on some things that I wanted to say. In this video, I've decided to express any and all opinions I have on the industry. Even though I already said this in the disclaimer, I will not tolerate any disrespect in my comments, whether that's towards an idol, group, or myself. Any comments that are in my opinion disrespectful will be removed from my video completely, as I have tried to word these in a way that is respectful and I expect that back. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. There's something about Soyeon that really doesn't sit right with me, and never has. I feel like she's always pushing herself to seem like this rebellious feminist who is too good for the industry. First off, the constant hogging of all the lines. Only recently has she started actually letting the other members sing the songs instead of her, having almost the entirety of the song. In almost every song before Queen Card, she almost has half of the song. I think it's so obvious what she's trying to do. She had a solo before Idol that completely flopped, so now she wants exposure. Second, her raps are starting to feel so corny, especially the one she did about idols being tone deaf and not writing their own raps. I feel like she views herself as this insane goddess that the industry doesn't deserve, when she's really no different to the next K-pop idol. Sure, she can rap well, but that doesn't make you a saint that is better than everyone else. The constant arrogance she has and low view on others is so boring. As well, her lyric towards tone-deaf singers when someone in her group is literally tone-deaf. And y'all can use any excuse you want to defend Soyeon, but there's no way you're that inconsiderate of the girl who is literally in your own group who is known to be tone-deaf to write a lyric towards people who are tone-deaf, telling them they should be filtered out. The term ace is thrown about whenever an idol manages to be good at singing, dancing, and rapping. Like, are we dead ass? That is literally the bare minimum for an idol, and if they are actually really skilled at all three, then they're considered an all-rounder at most. I don't think half of you guys actually understand what it takes to be an ace. It's not just about your skills to do with your performance, it's about you producing skills too. And no, I don't mean how many songs you have to your name. I mean the actual quality your level of producing and songwriting is on. So if we're actually taking in and considering everything it means to be an ace, there's very few idols who can actually qualify for the label. Spoiler alert, your faves are not aces. I can already smell the armies coming into my comments, but truth hurts. First off, pave the way could mean so many things. Y'all change the definition any and every time so it suits your faves better. It could mean who got K-pop into the West, who made K-pop what it is today, etc. If it's option one, sure, BTS definitely helped the industry grow in the West, but as well did Blackpink. They have the most viewed K-pop song in the world, and have had that record for around 5 years. If it's option two, sorry, but BTS didn't help shape the industry at all. All that credit is going to second-gen groups, like Girls' Generation, since they literally made Photo, Cards, and Big Bang, since they made Light Sticks. And I don't care about if my faves have said otherwise. At the end of the day, they're in the industry and I'm not, so this is just my take on what I can see on the outside. Regardless on what you think paving the way means, giving all that credit to one singular group is never going to be right, because it's never been only one group who have paved the way. Something that will never make sense to me is someone going out of their way to hate on a group because they're problematic, and then standing a group who have done literally everything and more that the other group has done. Unless all of your faves are saints and have never done anything controversial or problematic, you don't have the right to purposefully hate another group for doing so. There is a huge difference between holding someone accountable for their actions and just straight hateful behavior. So stop acting like you're doing God's work by attacking an idol who said the N-word when they were 17. And it's always the fans who ignore it when their faves do it. Like, if you're gonna waste your breath making it known you don't like an idol because they've done whatever, make sure you're keeping up that same attitude when your fave does it. Honestly, I could not give one single care in the world if an idol lip syncs, and I'm pretty sure 99% of fans don't either. They just use it against a group for the sake of it. Like, it really does not bother me if my faves lip sync or have shaky vocals. At the end of the day, we know they can sing, so they don't have to prove anything. Plus, I'm more interested in their dance and performance than vocals. I'm not going to be the one to point the finger at anyone, but some of these idols should not be going solo, like at all. There's some idols who shine when it comes to their solo careers, and there's some who instead of shine, rust, and that's okay. Not every idol has the ability to carry themselves on stage when it's only them singing and dancing. But y'all need to stop pressuring these certain idols to make solos when it's so obvious they would not be able to handle it. Like, some of these idols are only just managing on stage with their group, so what makes you think they'd handle going solo? I started standing K-pop in 2017 and the amount of change I've seen in this industry just because of the fans is actually wild. Y'all expect live vocals, but they can never be shaky. And if they are, they're better off lip syncing, but they're not allowed to lip sync because it's boring. Y'all complain about lack of female and male idol interaction, but as soon as your faves interact with the opposite gender, you wish hell on the idol. Y'all complain about little comebacks, but as soon as a group has over 2 comebacks in a year, they're immediately classed as overworked. If an idol has good stage presence, they're trying too hard, but if they have no stage presence, they're a dozen and they shouldn't have debuted. Y'all can never be happy with what you have. I could be listening to the most heavenly song on the earth, and then it all be ruined by a fugly beat change and rap. Like, what the fuck were they thinking when they made this? Not to be the one to point it out, but half of Twice's raps feel like they were added on last minute. Like, please get rid of this. It does not belong in the song. If you really feel that desperate, there's ways to do it without the rap feeling forced and added on for the sake of having a rap. I will gladly die on the hill that NMIXX could be a part of the big 3 in 4th gen if JYP actually promoted them properly. Like they had a comeback a few days ago and 99% of the fandom only found out on the day it was actually released. That's an issue. Maybe if JYP actually cared for his other groups and not just Twice and Stray Kids, NMIXX could be thriving in the industry. There will be one singular clip of an idol not performing well and y'all will grasp onto it and never let it go until the day you die. I've especially seen this with Jennie. Like y'all saw one performance where she wasn't putting her blood, sweat and tears into it and immediately ran to attack her and call her lazy. Like what? I'd like to see you sing and dance at the same time every day as a career before you start commenting on in one-off time that an idol didn't break their back for a music show performance. Like it's not that serious. I fear get a hobby. Anyways, that's all for this video. Feel free to disagree with anything I said in the comments. I might do a video where I react to your guys' opinions, so let me know if you'd like to see that.